I want to talk about the top 5 features that I really like on the Pixel 7. So these are some software features that are, well, they're part of the Pixel 7 experience and they make things really, really great and enjoyable. A lot of people talk about the Pixel experience, but then they don't know how is this different? Don't they use like a stock version of Android, all that jazz? Not necessarily. They've really built it up a lot. And now I want to talk about the top 5 things that I really like. So, number one, and we can't do this without, this has to be the number one when it comes to this phone. Voice to text. Now, more so than ever, everybody loves to use voice to text when it comes to their phones. The voice to text on here, second to none. And here's one great feature that you might not know about. Because of the Tensor chip and all the powerful capabilities it has on the phone, it actually does the voice to text translation straight on the phone. It doesn't send it off to other servers. It's not getting processed offsite by Google so that they can track what you're saying and all that jazz. No, you get to use it straight on your phone and you don't have to worry about an internet connection. When it comes to the iPhone and some other phones, you'll notice sometimes when you start using voice to text and it lags behind and then it starts changing the words as it's kind of processing everything out, trying to figure out what it is that you're saying. No, the voice to text on here is fantastic. And I will go ahead and I'll do an illustration here real quick. So here we go. Voice to text. I really love the Pixel 7. It's the best phone for voice to text on the planet, and Android 13 runs really, really amazing on this phone. Google has done an excellent job when it comes to the voice to text, which really takes this phone into the new frontier of technology. Let me stop that. And yeah, I mean, they did a really, really good job. It's really hard for you to see that. Of course, you're seeing some of my other video ideas there that I sent to myself. But yeah, it does a spot-on job. I was just looking over it. I didn't see any apparent errors there, but it's really a fantastic experience. So, voice to text. If you like voice to text, you do a lot of driving, you do a lot of stuff where it's kind of like you don't have time to sit there and type everything out. This is a great way to do that. The other thing is Google Translate. So Google Translate is an amazing setup that you have on here, and you can use that to have a conversation with somebody else. So you can do one of two things. You can do it in conversation mode where you actually have multiple speakers talking and it will translate as you're having the conversation with somebody so you can actually have a conversation with them. Also, you can just straight up talk to it and you can record it as you're talking and it'll convert it to whatever one of the languages that you want to use. There's a whole lot of languages to choose from. I used this while I was out in California. I was at a hotel, there was a resort there, and this young lady that was cleaning up and down in the hotel, I needed to ask her some towels and some more firewood, and I went to go speak to her, and she didn't speak English, so I thought, okay, this is an amazing opportunity. Let me use Google Translate on my phone, and I was able to work through this conversation. She thought it was the greatest thing ever. Even though she didn't speak English, we talked there for a minute using the translation stuff on the phone, but it's fantastic. Really good. So that's number 2. Really, really good. So also you have call screening. So you have the Google call screening on here. In the age of the robocaller and all these spam calls you get all the time, if you don't want people to get a hold of you, or if you get problems with these spam callers all the time and they call and you just keep getting all these unknown numbers or spam call, whatever it pops up with your filtering, one, you can screen that stuff. You can just straight up hang up on them. Or if you want, if it starts talking, you can have a typed message and it'll say it to them. Or you can see what they're saying on there to see if it's someone legit that you want to talk to. And then you can have them continue talking. You can like ask them something and have them say it and it'll pop up and you can see all the speech as they're talking. It's really, really cool. But of course, the greatest thing is just being able to hang up, get rid of it, or to block it in the first place. So the Google Call Screening, the Call Assistant feature on here is fantastic. I absolutely love it. So that's number 3. The 4th thing that you get on here, Magic Eraser. So a lot of folks may not think Magic Eraser is all that great. And I wish I had, I'll see if I can come up with a good illustration here on the phone while I'm doing this. But so basically, we'll use this. I'll use this picture right here. So you can see all these koi fish on here. We'll go into Edit. And once we get into Edit, we'll go to Tools, Magic Eraser. So all right, so it's going to give me some suggestions to start with. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase one of these goldfish. So there we go. So you can just squiggle or you can draw a circle. A lot of different things. Yeah, the fish is gone. It's not there anymore. Here, we'll get this one right here too. So now we got another fish that's gone. Ta-da! Now, there are certain situations, like in this one, it looks pretty good. But you can still see kind of a remnant because what it's doing is using the machine learning and the AI to try and fill in the gaps based off of what was there, what's behind it, and the different layerings of the different picture that's there from other things in the scene. There are sometimes it looks really good, and there's sometimes you can kind of tell, but it's great if you got someone off in the distance, you want to crop somebody out of a photo, you want to get rid of them, you want to, let's say you've got your kid playing out on a soccer field and there's 2 or 3 other kids there, or you can erase that stuff, and it really is a cool thing that you can do. So Magic Eraser is nice. Now, another thing that I really like, number 5, the 5th best thing on here, top 5 features, under Google One, you get the free VPN. So this came out in December with the quarterly feature drop. Actually, it was right before the quarterly feature drop. Let me correct myself. So you have the VPN. The VPN is free. Free. It's the same one that you pay for if you've got the Google One service, if you've got a different phone like the Pixel 6, Pixel 5, they make you pay for it. But also as part of that subscription, you get extra storage space and some cool things like that. But yeah, so you get your own built-in VPN, virtual private network. It makes you and your information anonymous, and it doesn't scrub stuff and send it through Google servers. It keeps that stuff, even your accounts and passwords, logins, all sorts of things. It keeps it even removed from Google so they don't see it. So this is great whenever you're out on a network you don't know that you're operating on, especially if you want to do business. You want to try and keep yourself and information protected and anonymous and free from people using it. I mean, it even keeps stuff like the cookies and all that stuff. You're not going to get a whole bunch of pop-ups on your Amazon because you looked at something trying to sell you something for the next week, right? So the VPN, fantastic, very easy to use. Just turn the switch on. And it's great. And it doesn't really impact the data connection all that much, at least from my experience. One thing that is disappointing with the VPN, I know some folks are like, oh, you can't switch it to a different region. You can't spoof networks, so you can't be like, well, you're in Germany trying to use HBO Max and it's not supported there. So you, with some other VPNs, you can route your traffic through like the US or a country that is supported. And then it makes it to where you can go ahead and you can use certain features. Like it's a big one with Netflix too. Netflix is not supported everywhere. So with some VPNs, you can have it where you can send your data somewhere else and make it think you're in another country where you're authorized, even though you're not. So I wish it did that. I'd really like to see that come later on at some point in time to the Pixel experience. But overall, the VPN is fantastic. It's free. Of course, Magic Eraser is fantastic. And then all the other great things that we talked about, the call screener, the Google Translate, the speech to text, all those things are top-notch, fantastic. They're part of Android 13, and they're integrated in with your Pixel 7. Now, this is something that you get. The Pixel 7 is a $599 phone, MSRP. It's been on sale so much lately for $499. Amazing deal. Top-notch camera. I mean, it's the same primary camera as the Pixel 7 Pro, which is widely regarded and ranked as the #1 smartphone in the US, which is a really good thing. And then you look at the Pixel 7 Pro, exact same features, all those cool things you get for it. It's normally $899, and a lot of times it's on sale for $749. So 2 great options there, and I think it's a sharp-looking phone, great experience, and I've enjoyed mine a lot. And if you follow the channel, you know I'm a big fan of the Pixels, but I just wanted to kind of condense this down, make a quick video, talk about my 5 favorite features when it comes to the Pixel 7 and share that with y'all. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please go down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. And also, if you have some of your own favorite features, I'd love to hear what those are in the comment section. Sound off there. We'll talk about it. And as always, if you like the video, if you enjoy this stuff, you like the Pixel content, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.